Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. So আজকে হচ্ছে আমরা একটা ওয়ার্কশপে আছি and workshop on LaTex for academic communications and আজকে ইনস্ট্রাক্টর হিসেবে আছেন আমাদের প্রফেসর ডক্টর মাজহারুল ইসলাম স্যার and আমাদের স্পেশাল গেস্ট প্রফেসর ডক্টর মোহাম্মদ সারোয়ার মুর্শেদ স্যার and let's get to know the IEOM society. And as I can see that এখানে অন্যান্য ইউনিভার্সিটি থেকেও অনেক স্টুডেন্টস জয়েন করেছে. Thank you so much for joining this workshop. Actually, IEOM Society is an international society that strives to be the premier global organization dedicated to the advancement of industrial engineering and operations management discipline for the betterment of humanity. And we can see our chairman from Bangladesh IEOM Society student chapter, and আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে আমাদের ফ্যাকাল্টি অ্যাডভাইজার মিস্টার সাইম আহমেদ স্যার, and আমাদের IEOM Society at AUST অলরেডি অলমোস্ট এক বছর ধরে আমরা আমাদের ইউনিভার্সিটিতে আমরা বিভিন্ন ওয়েবিনার and workshop নিয়েছি, and this is the first webinar on uncertainties, risk and disruption, impact on global supply chain, and আরো কিছু ওয়েবিনার ছিল like in structure equation modeling, multiple regression through smart PLS. and এখানে আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি আমাদের ফার্স্ট কমিটি মেম্বার, and ফার্স্ট কমিটি মেম্বার থেকে বেশ কিছু ভালো আমরা ওয়েবিনার অ্যারেঞ্জ করেছিলাম, লাইক ক্যারিয়ার টক নিয়েছিল স্টাডি ইন অ্যাব্রড, ক্যারিয়ার টক নিয়েছিল কর্পোরেট অ্যাসপিরেশন, এন্ড আমাদের IEOM এট অস্ট স্টুডেন্ট চ্যাপ্টার থেকে ফর দ্য ভেরি ফার্স্ট টাইম আমরা ইন্ট্রা অস্ট ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়াল কেস কম্পিটিশন অ্যারেঞ্জ করি, যেখানে আমাদের ইউনিভার্সিটি থেকে ডিফারেন্ট ডিপার্টমেন্ট থেকে স্টুডেন্টরা এসে এখানে পার্টিসিপেট করেছিল, and this is the very first time যেটা নাকি ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়াল ইভেন্ট ছিল ইন্ট্রা অস্ট. and this is our third committee members, as you can see our president Shabjat Ahmed bhai, and এই থার্ড কমিটি আমরা অ্যারেঞ্জ করেছি। আমাদের ফার্স্ট যে ওয়েবিনারটা ছিল সেটা হচ্ছে রিসার্চ টক উইথ এনআই চৌধুরী, and you guys already know that এনআই চৌধুরী mainly he is the expert of research methodology, and আমরা এই ওয়েবিনার রিসার্চ মেথোডোলজি নিয়ে জানতে পেরেছিলাম, and তারপর recently we organized introduction and scope of thesis projects for IP and undergrad. So I would like to request our department head and professor Dr. Mohammad Sarar Murshid sir to share a few words about our society.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much for your introduction to the program today. As it is one of the series, we are running different programs under the banner of IEOM Society student chapter at AUST, including other chapters in Bangladesh as well. So I would like to welcome our today's instructor, Professor Dr. Mazharul Islam. He's the IQC director, and he's the professor from my Department of Mechanical and Production Engineering. And our honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Mohammad Fadel, sir, he will be with us shortly. And our Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Mazharul Rahman, he will be with us as well, because they are on the way to their home. We had a meeting earlier. So this program actually, from IEOM Society prospect, I can tell you, this is the platform for, although you said industrial engineering and operation management, but we cover all engineering from, the programs. It covers all multidisciplinary areas, as we are running conferences every year in Bangladesh. Also, this year we have a conference in December. We would like to invite all of you to join there. And basically, this is the the platform for the students and then industries and faculty members to communicate and share knowledge. So For this one, I would like to thank our society at AUST and particularly society advisor, Saim Ahmed. He's a faculty member of MP at AUST. And what I would like to, from this platform, all the faculties, all disciplines can participate here and they can contribute. And if we just talk about the today's, the program that going to happen, this title is really one of the area the students should have equipped with. If I share my experience while I was a student, for the PhD student at UK, and we've been asked to do our, the PhD thesis using the LaTex, and I was introduced then. And I have seen still in many universities in the Western world, also in Bangladesh as well. We advise them to use the LaTex software to, to create their articles, presentation, everything. So we'll have this opportunity today through our IQC director, Professor Dr. Mazharul Islam, and he's expert in outcome-based education, and he facilitated many of these programs in various universities in Bangladesh. He's been contributing knowledge throughout the world, particularly he was in Canada, he's in Middle East, in Bangladesh, and also in Malaysia as well. So I don't want to take too much time, and then thank you very much for organizing this event, and we look forward to for the presentation. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you so much, sir, to share your words. Now I'd like to request our Mazharul Islam sir to continue the workshop. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for your kind words. Yeah. So I would like to thank IEOM for arranging this this event and for inviting me. Inshallah, I'll try to share some of the things. I've been using LaTeX avidly over the years, and I would like to share some of the things I have gathered from my own personal work. And already I have prepared a kind of draft document, and the link has been shared already. You can visit that and you can see the codes which are there, inshallah. And also I have shared the LaTeX template we have developed for the ME program with the AUST students, so you can have a look at that template as well. So I will start my formal presentation now, inshallah. And the Q&A will be after my presentation, inshallah. So let me record. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajmain. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala nabiyyina Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Assalamu alaikum. I would like to welcome all of you in this event, this webinar titled LaTeX for Academic Communications. I am Professor Mazharul Islam, currently working as the Director of IQAC at AUST, Bangladesh. Today, I'll try to share some of the things I have learned over the years, which are related to LaTeX, and hopefully you will benefit. There are so many things to cover, so it's difficult to cover all these things with sufficient details within this one hour, but I'll try my level best, inshallah, to give you some snapshots rather. Okay, but before that, let's start with a brainstorming session, because this event is about written and graphical communications. I want all of you to give me your feedback regarding what are the elements of effective written and graphical communications, and give your feedback in Slido, please. Yeah, in Slido. So try to answer this question. I mean, what are the elements of effective written and graphical communications? And we are trying to focus on that. First, we'll see what are the things which are needed and whether LaTeX can help you with those things. So please give me your valuable feedback. What are the things, I mean, you're thinking when you are doing written communication or graphical communications? What are the elements? What do you want to include? What should be the attributes of those communications? No feedback in Slido. You can give me your verbal feedback as well, please. I mean, no problem. If you can raise your hand and give me your verbal feedback, that is also acceptable. If anybody wants to share, what are the things we should? Okay, diagrams, obviously, yes. It's a nice, attractive diagrams, obviously, yes. Yeah. Email, okay, yeah. Email is nowadays, it's clarity, yes. These are some of the attributes. Clarity, mashallah, yes. Yeah. What are the other attributes or features? Yeah, clear presentation, okay. Coherence, okay. Pie chart, yeah, this is, pie charts are used, widely used, yeah, even in business presentations, yeah. A slide figure, okay. Grammar and punctuation should be, appropriate, obviously. Yeah, you should not, edit thoroughly, you know, should, okay. Decent vocabulary, okay. Proper formatting, yes. And in this among all these, this proper formatting, yeah, I can say this is one of the main advantages of LaTeX, that LaTeX will help you with the formatting. You just enter plain text and LaTeX will take care of the formatting. That is one of the main advantages of LaTeX. So usually when you are working with Microsoft Word, you spend significant amount of time with formatting. Yeah, alignment, for example. Yeah, alignment. But this sort of things will be handled by LaTeX. Okay, data analysis, you can, yeah, flexibility to design. Yeah. Okay, getting some nice viewpoints. Yeah. Yes, and more. Obviously, what you have given, many of these are relevant, and also there should be more. So as I was trying to say that one of the best things about LaTeX is just enter plain text and formatting will be done, inshallah. Yeah, equations and graphical construction, that is also a strength, especially in scientific communications. You have lots of symbols and equations. If you use LaTeX, you will see that will be kind of seamless. That will, with your text, they will be, integrated seamlessly. Yeah, I have used Word for many years. I have done so many documents with words, but when I started using LaTeX, especially for scientific presentations, I found, I felt the strength in this realm. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for your feedback. Excuse me. Okay. Now, what is LaTeX? Actually, it's pronounced as LaTeX. LaTeX, as you saw in the bridging slide. LaTeX. This is how people are pronouncing LaTeX. And there is another pronunciation is also there, but I prefer this one, LaTeX. Okay. So it's a tool for preparing high quality written and graphical communication documentations. Yeah, it's rich and quite powerful. And there are so many numerous advantages of LaTeX. Generates professional quality documents from plain text, manages the typical format related tasks, and maintains consistent format throughout the document. This is also very important thing. When you are using Microsoft Word, sometimes it becomes really challenging, really challenging. So LaTeX can help you with this. And before you use LaTeX, especially in your laptop or in your workstations, before you install an editor, you either, you need to install the packages, and there are two repositories. One is from MikeText, another one is TextLive. Yeah, these are the two places or sites from where you can get the LaTeX packages. So you can choose either one. Yeah, but usually what I have seen over the years for the Windows users, it looks like they prefer MyTex, and for the Linux users, I think they use Text Live. Yeah. Okay. Now there are many editors. Yeah. There are some editors which are web-based, like Overleaf, web-based, and there are some dedicated packages. For example, in Linux, you have Norm, LaTex, Gummy. In Windows, you have Text Studio, Text Maker, and more. There are many. But these are some of the editors I'm familiar with. Yeah, some of these. So these are quite powerful, but there are many. But one thing, what I have seen from my own personal experience and what I've seen with this, performance of our students, usually sometimes, when you are installing it in your laptops or workstations, sometimes it becomes challenging. Yeah, sometimes they don't find the proper packages, and they might have certain difficulties. But if you use Overleaf, then those packages, you don't have to install anything in Overleaf. Overleaf will take care of all the required packages. It will download and it will compile. So you don't have to worry. So that's why in that respect, I would say for the beginners, Overleaf is really beneficial, useful. You can very quickly start in Overleaf. So I would like to, emphasize that for the beginners, it's a good idea to start with Overleaf rather than these Windows or Linux packages. So in Overleaf, it's very straightforward. Inshallah, I'll try to show you the codes. And I have already shared some of those codes. You can visit Overleaf and have a look, inshallah. Now, in order to generate, and in LaTeX is code-based, especially those individuals who like coding, for them, this is really, a nice, I personally really like it. I really like coding, and for me, it's quite fascinating. So I personally prefer this. Now, in order to start a LaTeX document, this is the first thing you need: document class. Yeah, document class, and there are many document class like articles, article, report, and other standalone. So many document class will be there. There are many classes. So that is a must. Document class should be there. And also, you should start your document with this command, begin document, and end your command with end document. And in between, you will have all your codes, all your LaTeX codes in between begin document and end document. Yeah. So another thing you should know that usually for many tasks, you need additional packages. So usually they will be placed before the begin document command here. And I'll show you later on, inshallah, in Overleaf. Yeah. So that's the thing. So, but you are strongly recommended to start with existing templates. And in Overleaf, you have so many templates available. So rather than starting from scratch, you should pick one of these templates for academic journal, book, formal letter, homework assignment, poster, presentation, project, lab report, CV, thesis. So you have a wide ranges of, these templates are available. So just pick one of these templates and start. That's very easy to do in Overleaf. And when you are using LaTeX, be careful about some of the reserved characters. So these are the reserved characters. So when you are, these are especially just like other codes, LaTeX has certain codes, reserved codes. So you should not use them. What I have seen that in Overleaf, you have some extra advantage. Suppose this ampersand, if you use it in, when I use Ubuntu. So when in Ubuntu, if I type this, then there will be error and I will be forced to give a backslash with this. But in Overleaf, it will be overlooked. That's a nice thing. So I have seen in Overleaf, even if you have this ampersand without the backslash, it compiles. So there are certain advantages in Overleaf. Okay. And now some of the first right now I'm focusing some of the basic stuff, some important basics. Yeah. some important basics. So usually we'll be inserting certain figures for our graphical and written communications, obviously. So before you insert your figure, there are some required packages, like you should have these graphics, GraphicX, all these packages, and then you have a piece of code. Now the nice thing is in Overleaf, yeah, some of these things will be entered automatically. Some of these things will be entered automatically. So that is a big advantage. But as you will be working with different features of LaTeX, you will see, I mean, time to time you will require additional things. For example, this piece of code, yeah, is something additional. Overleaf will not enter this. Yeah, the caption will be blank, so you'll have to give your caption. Yeah, label will be there. You'll have to give your own label and things like that. Yeah, so and you'll have to, of course, give the name of the figure, obviously. And in Overleaf, it's very easy. It will show up. All the available figures will be there in the drop-down box. Yeah, so it's quite intuitive and very easy in Overleaf. Yeah, and for table, it's a little bit more challenging in inserting table. Again, when you in Overleaf, after you select table with this \begin command, some of these things will be automatically entered. But I would like to recommend one thing which I have been using over the years. That is this table generator, tablegenerator.com. It's quite useful. It is you can generate your codes for table, and you can import that in LaTeX. But one thing I would like to, I mean, from my own experience, even today I had a thesis meeting with my final year students. They face challenge with a very big table, so many columns. So in those kind of cases, when you have so many columns and maybe so many special characters, so in those cases, what you can do, you can have your table in some other spreadsheets. It can be LibreOffice Calc or Excel or Google Sheets. You can have your table there. Yeah, then you can convert that into an image format, and you can insert that in LaTeX. So for complex tables, you can do that. Or if you want to include some fancy tables, and nowadays, even I think there are online platforms where you can generate some fancy tables, advanced tables. So you can generate those tables in those platforms, and you can just insert that as a figure in LaTeX. This is an approach which I have done as well in the past. Now, another big advantage of LaTeX is when you want to enter these symbols, yeah, Greek symbols or even special symbols. Those can be entered very, easily. See, just \alpha. Of course, when you are using symbols, before and after, you'll have to include $sign. Yeah, you'll have to include $sign. It should be within the $signs. And then you just write alpha, you have alpha. Beta, you have your beta. Gamma, that's your gamma. So it's so easy. Delta, you have your delta. Sigma. So it's quite intuitive. So and beauty of your documentation will be, it will be integrated totally with with your text. Nicely. So as we say, seamless integration kind of thing. Okay. Now, equations. Of course, in scientific documentations, we are using equations every now and then. In the brainstorming session, I think somebody gave that feedback. Equations. Yes, we use equation all the time. So for writing equations, of course, you'll have to start begin equation and end equation. In between, you have your code. And this code, even in Excel, you do something like this. Yeah. You just type that here, and the end result is this. Yeah. Result of that code will be something like this. Okay. So it's very easy. In the primer, which I have prepared in Overleaf, I have shared that with you. You can find different types of equations, even complex equations. You can even insert the references, or you can cite inside the equation, and so many manipulations can be done with equations. And another nice feature in equation is you can have, resize it. You can extend it and do some of these things. So inshallah, I will revisit equations later again, because this is very important. Managing citation, this is also very, very important thing. But there is a special format, which is bibtext format, .bib. It should be in that text format. And you will see in many cases, in many journals, usually you'll find there should be some export features, export in bibtext format. Usually those are available. So you can just download those references and insert in your document. And if depending on what you are using, we are using Mendeley nowadays for managing our citations. So if in Mendeley, you can export in bibtext format, in .bib format. So if time permits, I can even show you how to do that from Mendeley. So getting bibtext format is not difficult. It's very easy. And you can cite just by with the help of this cite command. Just type cite, and within curly braces, you give the name of the citation, then it will show up. But in Overleaf, you have extensive, nice documentation regarding this citation. I would request you to visit that. And for managing citation, there are different packages. These are some of the well-known packages: bibtext, natbib, bibliotek. These are some of the packages. Personally, over the years, I have been using natbib, but today I saw in Overleaf, they are rather recommending bibliotek. They're saying that this is a modern option for processing bibliography information, provides an easier and more flexible interface, and a better language localization than the other two options. So as you all, I started a long time ago, so I'm still using natbib. In my template, you will see I have used natbib, but as you are starting now, start with bibliotek. And I would, because Overleaf is recommending bibliotek. Now let's start with diagrams. Our presentation is this event is about written and graphical communications. We use different types of diagrams in our written and graphical communication. So there's so many. Here I have just included some of these, handful, only few, but there are many types of diagrams. Obviously, we are quite familiar with flowchart, hierarchy, descriptive, all this. Now there are useful packages in LaTex which will manage all these types of diagrams, as I will show you, inshallah. So in LaTex, a very nice thing is this TXZ. I'm a big fan of TXZ, big fan. You can do awesome things with TXZ, and you can work like a pro. I know many of you might be familiar with Adobe Illustrator or Inkscape and those kind of things for generating vector graphics. You can generate vector graphics with TXZ. And the beauty of vector graphics will be, even if you print and even if you magnify, still you have clarity. So TXZ is very powerful. If you want to become an expert in LaTex, I would strongly recommend all of you to investigate TXZ. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. If you learn TXZ in LaTex, you can do so many things. You can generate professional quality, press quality books or reports, inshallah. So please try to pay special attention to TXZ. It's a very useful tool for preparing diversified written and graphical communication materials. Produces vector graphics for production quality materials. And you can find a quite comprehensive manual. And inshallah, all of you will get these slides. From that slide, you can visit this and see what are the features of TXZ, inshallah. Now, I would like to show some of the examples of TXZ, like this flowchart. In this flowchart, the beauty, of course, there are many software, which are dedicated software, which are available for generating flowcharts. even some dedicated platforms. I mean, websites are there, which will through which you can generate flowcharts. But the beauty of TXZ will be, it will be kind of, I'm maybe mentioning it over and over again, that seamless integration. When you embed this figure, which has been generated with the help of TXZ, it will integrate with your document very nicely with the native fonts. And if you want to embed certain citations, you can do that. It's possible. If you want to embed certain special symbols, you can insert those symbols. Even figures, I will show you, even figures. I teach aerodynamics, even this airfoil. I'll show you one example where I have managed airfoil at different locations of a figure. So those things can be done. Of course, you can have this hierarchy diagram in LaTex, which is something we use every now and then. And this is an example. This is from one of my aerodynamics lectures, showing the variation of lift coefficient with the angles of attack, how the lift coefficient is varying. And that was one of my earliest projects in TXZ. I use TXZ to prepare this document. Yeah, I know you can do it in Word, but TXZ, the quality is really, excellent in TXZ. And you can do animations, by the way. And I'll show you later on. So in your class, when you're presenting, you can have animations. And so my animation, first I show them the curve, and then one by one, the other things will show up. Inshallah, I will demonstrate that from my presentation slides, inshallah. So this is a nice TXZ figure. I prepared this yesterday. It's very good. So I know some of the esteemed faculty members are here. This is always a good idea to start with a holistic overview of the course. So this is what I prepared for my renewable energy course yesterday. And today I had a lecture and I used it. I think some of my students are here today. They experienced that the brand new thing. So previously I was using DIA for preparing this kind of content overview. But yesterday I used TXZ and I saw the quality is really good. Yeah, you can use this kind of things. So TXZ is there. Then there is another package, Smart Diagram package, which is very powerful. Yeah, Smart Diagram package. And it can give you different types of figures. Yeah, and if you visit and check this manual, yeah, you can visit this link for getting the sample program or manual. Inshallah, you learn more about Smart Diagram. But I would like to show you some examples from this Smart Diagram. This is something called a descriptive diagram using the Smart Diagram package. Sometimes it's quite useful. And this is priority descriptive diagram. And when you do animation, they will come gradually. Yeah, it's very useful. In all these cases, you can do animations. They will show up one after another, one by one. Yeah, so these are all animated. This is also the bubble diagram, constellation diagram, circular diagram, sequence diagram, horizontal flow diagram, vertical flow diagram. So many things are there. Okay, this is chronology, another package available in LaTeX. When you have a kind of timeline-based things, then this can be used. This is basically timeline of my career, basically, yeah, from my undergrad, master's, PhD, all this. So I usually, when I have a ice-breaking session in my presentation, sometimes I have this chronology, and I introduce myself with this chronology diagram. Another useful tool in LaTeX is T-color box. And if you look at their manual, that's mind-boggling. Things you can do with T-color box. Yeah, these are just few illustrations, what you can do, but you can do a lot of things with T-color box. Now, I would like to draw your, again, special attention regarding DIA. This is a freely available tool. And in DIA, so many things can be done in DIA. And these are some of the figures which are available in DIA. I imported them in LaTeX format. These are these figures were exported from DIA in LaTeX format. And simply I took the codes from the export file and I inserted that in LaTeX. You'll find them in the document which has been shared with you. So in DIA, you can have a nice graphics that can be exported in LaTeX format. You can use that so this is a wind turbine. Yeah, this figure was drawn in DIA. Yeah, it was drawn in DIA, and then it was I inserted the codes in the LaTeX document. Okay, and this is a schematic diagram. This is a Rankine cycle. So this was drawn in DIA, again exported in LaTeX format and used in LaTeX. So DIA is quite powerful. There are lots of symbols available in DIA, and you can use them. Now I would like to focus on plots or charts. Of course, we use different types of plots and charts: Gantt chart, column, bar, pie, area, line, and more, many more. Yeah, this is a simple, 2D plot using TIGSI. TIGSI can be used for even plotting even. So you can see the clarity. Yeah, the quality. From when you get figures, usually students, they prefer Excel. You cannot generate a plot like this from Excel. Yeah, that'll be really challenging. And also, as I said, when it is inserted inside LaTeX environment, font and everything will match. And also you will be able to include citations with this. Yeah, citations can be embedded in the figure, and automatically it will be automatically generated in the figure. And also you can include different symbols very easily. This is Gantt chart. Usually we prescribe that for our students in their thesis reports. So there is a package, PGF Gantt package, which can be used for generating this type of Gantt chart very easily. In the thesis template, you will find it. For the AUST students, I have already shared the template with you, LaTeX template. You will find it there. It's inshallah, I will try to show that again in the time of later on, inshallah. Now, these are different types of equations. Yeah, and as you can see, the Greek symbols, the way they are integrated is really nicely. Yeah. So you can give boxes around the equations. Yeah, you can include citations, and citations will be automatically generated. You don't have to type it. You just use the cite command and give the citation reference, and it will be generated automatically. You can have complex things. This kind of equations, sometimes they are useful. Suppose you want to introduce different terms in some equations, then you can use this type of equations with under braces. So, and there are many more possibilities, many more. Maybe I would like to say these are the tip of the iceberg, basically. Yeah, there are many possibilities with equations. In this short presentation, is difficult. Now, of course, in LaTeX, using LaTeX, you can prepare professional quality presentation slides. These slides, which I'm showing you right now, that was prepared using the Beamer class, Beamer document class. Yeah, and one thing why I use Beamer, see, right now I'm presenting it, where I'm heading. Right now I'm here. It is already highlighted here that I'm here right now. I have already covered those topics. Yeah, now I'm here. This is right now I'm focusing on this presentation slides. Yeah, so you will not get lost. I have received, really impressive feedback from my students regarding this feature. So in your presentation, if you have Beamer slide, you can have it automatically. You don't have to type this. It will be generated automatically. I know in Microsoft, PowerPoint, you can do it, but you'll have to do it manually. In LaTeX, it will be generated automatically. Okay, and even you can include special symbols there in that location. And there are some exemplars which I'll show you, inshallah, regarding slides. And in those slides, you'll see some of the things I have been doing, inshallah. So let me show you some examples. Yeah, examples. So this is, I mean, my lecture slide. Today I presented this, I had a lecture in renewable energy, and these are the lecture slides. You can see, I mean, I embedded this freshly made overview, and then you can zoom and the relevant thing. Yeah. So today's class was focused on conversion technology, that is Zoom. So started with this. So when the students will look into this this overview, they will understand, okay, this is the, I mean, you are giving them a holistic view basically, and then you can focus on the relevant thing. Today I focused on conversion technology, so it was like this. And then of course, everything, I mean, as I'm progressing, they know where I am. On the left-hand side, they know, they can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so, and you can see, I mean, the graphic quality and all these things, equations and all this stuff. This thing, what you are seeing here, this is made with T-color box. Yeah. And I would like to show you another thing here, that with T-color box, sometimes, I mean, with the color scheme, with nice color scheme, it becomes really attractive. And in LaTeX environment, you can embed a good quality images in this fashion. Yeah, so what I did. Okay, I'd like to show you another presentation slides from my aerodynamics course. That lecture was about airfoils, introduction to, I mean, the first lecture in airfoil. Now, previously I prepared this kind of overview using DIA. Yeah, in DIA you can have this. You can export that in LaTeX format, but what I have noticed, when you export that in LaTeX, sometimes you have problem with the font size. Again, one by one, you'll have to change the font size. Yeah, so that might become a challenging thing. So it's, I mean, yeah, of course, you can work with DIA with this text-based things, but if you can do that in TXZ, in LaTeX environment, that is rather better. And this is what I witnessed. Okay, now I would like to show you a nice animation what I did for this class regarding airfoil. All these airfoils are generated in LaTeX, yeah, using the data file. Okay, so let me show you the animation. Yeah, see, it has been done in TXZ. So when you are presenting like this with this kind of animation, then it becomes very attractive. Yeah. Also, I would like to show you another figure. Yeah, this. It was done in TXZ. So it is showing the variation of the lift coefficient CL with angle of attack. Yeah, angle of attack. See, you can do this kind of animation. Yeah. See this. So this kind of things, of course, you can do it in PowerPoint, but the quality of graphics and everything, it's really very nice. It's kind of razor sharp vector graphics, especially when you print, the quality is really quite good. Okay, so again, this is for asymmetric airfoils. So this type of things you can do in LaTeX with your slides, basically. Okay. So those are some of the examples of LaTeX slides, and you need Beamer document class for generating slides. Now, thesis, yeah, this is very important for the students. Thesis and dissertation can be written, and as I said, you just type the plain text, and LaTeX will take care of the required formatting. I want to show you some examples from AUST. For the AUST students, these are your fellow, I mean, seniors who did it. So my students, my thesis students, I mean, I always, it's been a while, they're asked to prepare their report in LaTeX. So they have developed, I mean, a template has been developed and they are using that template. I have shared the template, a modified template with you, I think today, yeah. So you can investigate that. So you can see when this is Tanvir, actually Tanvir helped me with the template. I don't know whether Tanvir is here or not. He was supposed to join. Tanvir, are you here? No. Okay, he's busy with his work, but he developed this code So your senior, one of your seniors, he developed the template for the AUST students. And I mean, if you look at the quality of the report, it's really nice. So this is from the smart diagram. Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, very rich quality reporting can be done. So that was one of the reports, and there are other examples. This is from another group. Now they're in 4.2. This is from their pre-defense. Yeah, and I really liked way, I mean, they prepared this report. Yeah, so see, you can see those smart diagram illustrations. Yeah, so you can see these diagrams there. Yeah, another report I want to show you, and is Munnadas, Lisa, and Ishraq. And their report was also very nice. I really liked it. So inshallah, I would like to share these templates with you for your idea. Yeah. So, I mean, it is really difficult or challenging to generate this type of report in Microsoft Word. Believe me, when you have this type of equations, plenty of equations, symbols, then LaTeX has definitely a big advantage over Microsoft Word, obviously. So see, they have used some of these animations, and I really like their report. So inshallah, I would like to share. This Ishraq, what he did, I mean, he generated his plots in Python, matplotlib. So from matplotlib, he imported in LaTeX. So matplotlib in Python is also quite powerful. Yeah, so for preparing charts. Okay, so these are some of these examples. Now I would like to visit this overleaf. Yeah, let me show you overleaf. So in overleaf, when you go, I mean, this is my account. If you want to start a new document, of course, you should have a document class. And in this case, I have given article. And then you'll have to begin. See, it's very, very easy in overleaf. I have just typed B and begin is already there. Just enter. Then I would just type document DO. See, I have just typed DO and document is already there. So your text should be inside, I mean, between this begin document and end document. So let's say, hello world, that famous thing, hello, and recompile, it will be recompiled. Yeah, it will be compiled very easily. You have this preview option. But of course, in reality, things are much more complicated. Yeah, much more complicated. So I have shared this with many of you. Siam gave me those email addresses. So I have already shared this with many of you. So feel free to see the codes. Yeah, feel free to see the codes. This is a draft version, obviously. Inshallah, it will be improved over time. So what I did, I tried to gather different things I have learned over the years in LaTeX, and I shared here. You can have a look and see how different types of plots or diagrams can be generated in overleaf. You can learn that. Yeah, I also shared this LaTeX thesis template with the AUST students. So feel free to investigate this. Yeah, investigate and use it. You can use it. If you're in some other programs, maybe you have your own template. If you don't have your template, you can get help from this. Yeah, you can take this and modify and customize it and make your own template for your program. So this is the template for mechanical engineering students. And now, alhamdulillah, students are using it, mashallah. So alhamdulillah, I think really you will benefit. I have some useful resources. Inshallah, you will get these slides and you can have a look and you can learn more, inshallah. Okay, so it's a very, I mean, fast track presentation. So I would like to get your feedback now. I mean, it was a very fast track introduction to LaTeX. So I want to know in Slido, I mean, the most useful or important concept you have learned today. So would you please share in Slido? Just type the most useful concept thing or ideas you have learned from this session. Just one thing, share one thing you have learned. Let me see, I mean, let me get idea. I mean, this is my post-assessment to see how the participants benefited from this presentation. So this is for my own benefit. So would you please give me your feedback in Slido? I mean, tell me, okay, coding, better way in documentation. Okay, okay. Intro to LaTeX. Okay, need to learn LaTeX coding. Yeah. Okay, anything else? Thesis can be written, yeah, in LaTeX environment. Yeah. Anything else? TXZ, yeah, TXZ. I'm a big fan of TXZ. Really, I'm a big fan of TXZ. It's quite powerful. Yeah, B format should be used for citations. For citations, okay. Management of citation, yeah, it's quite easy in LaTeX environment. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else you have learned? Yeah, an alternative for MS Word, obviously a much better alternative, and it's free. It's freely available. You don't have to use any cracked version. It's freely available. Yeah, 100% halal. Yeah, yeah. Anything else? Yeah. Okay, complete package, better representation, TXC, all these things. Yeah, BibLaTeX. Yeah, BibLaTeX. Yeah, Overleaf is suggesting, I mean, saying that that is a good package for managing your citation, BibLaTeX. Yeah. Table generator, the online one is quite good, easy. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for your valuable feedback. Just to summarize what I'm trying to say, that rich quality graphics can be generated in LaTeX environment, and the novice users can share, I mean, start with different freely available templates in Overleaf. So I would strongly recommend the newcomers in LaTeX to start with a template in Overleaf. And TXZ is quite powerful, and you can do many things with TXZ. So again, I'll refer to this, that, I mean, yeah, we pronounce LaTeX. Yeah, we say LaTeX, not LaTeX, LaTeX. And we have this TXZ is the boss for generating diagrams. Also, NewPlot is very powerful. NewPlot inside LaTeX environment, you can embed plots from NewPlot. And DI is also very powerful. You can export images or diagrams in LaTeX format from DI, and DI is freely available tool, very powerful. Color box is there. PGF plot can be used for generating different types of plots. Smart diagram has some colorful, nice features which you can use. And of course, Beamer can generate good quality slides. Yeah. So all of these things can help you with your graphical and written communications. With that, I would like to end my presentation. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. Fi amanillah. Now we can have the Q&A session. If you have any question, then you can ask me if you have any question or comment. Any question or comment regarding what I presented?
So this is, yeah, thank you, Professor Mazharul Islam. This
yes,
is really
Dr.
great
Ahad Ali.
presentation.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Thanks for joining.
No, so this is a really great presentation for the students. They don't know about how to do this kind of little coding, could have the great impact in the formatting other thing. So my quick question is, in the LaTeX, are they planning to do any Windows version, or they are keeping with the coding all the time? Do you know anything?
I mean, yeah, you have, I mean, LaTeX editors in Windows as well. Many editors are there. So the editors are available in Windows, Mac, and even Ubuntu. Yeah, so Linux environment. So the editors are there. But the beginners, I would say, Overleaf is very powerful. Anybody can start in Overleaf free of charge, and they have built in, I mean, the templates. It's a good idea to start with a template in Overleaf. Yeah.
So I believe you have the resources for the student in the library or in the website, so they can download all the templates,
Yeah.
right?
I have already shared some of the useful links, and inshallah, these slides will be shared with everybody, all the participants. Siam, please ensure that all the participants receive these slides. Yeah, which I'll give you.
So now what I was asking, in the AUST library or in the website, they should have
Actually,
a
you don't need
section.
library. These are available online, basically. All these are available online.
Oh, this is all available.
Yeah. All of this.
Yeah, thank you. Great
materials.
presentation.
Thank you. Thank you for your kind appreciation. Yeah. Any other question or comment regarding LaTeX or anything which is not clear?
Thank you, Mazhar bhai.
Yes.
It was a wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
I think it's just like, to me, I'm quite old now, but I think I'd love to use some of the tools you showed, some of the stuffs I didn't know, actually. So it would be interesting. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam. Madam Nazmun Nahar from North-South University. She's the director of IQC there. She studied in a very prestigious university, Purdue. Of course, over there, they use LaTeX a lot. Yeah, Madam?
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. In MIT, Purdue, Stanford, obviously, they're big fan of LaTeX. I know that.
They do.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Any other question or comment? Okay, our honorable VC sir is here. I'm seeing, sir, you want to say something? Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you very much. It was a great presentation, Professor Mazhar. And I should tell Najmun Nahar that I'm the oldest one here. And I wish I knew this much earlier, because I was preparing my lecture, the talks that I'm supposed to deliver for the Association of the Universities of the Asian Pacific on the 28th of February. While I was preparing the slides, so it seemed to me that it was taking a lot of time and the presentation was not very nice as I expected. But if I knew this LaTeX, it would have been much easier. And it is too late for me to learn and then use it for that lecture, isn't it? Somehow, maybe in the future, if it is needed, it will be very helpful, Inshallah. Especially for writing the thesis and presentation of the lectures for the classes, presentation of the diagrams, the different packages and the different, you said about TJ and also some other things. Underbraces looks very nice as well for the diagram citations. It's very wonderful. It's quite, I should say, very much appreciative that you could present in such a short time very important features of LaTeX. And it seems to me that writing thesis and the presentations will be much more easier and efficient, less time consuming for our students and teachers. And I would like to congratulate Professor Mazhar as well as IEOM for arranging such a beautiful webinar on a very important topics, which will be very useful in their life for all the students and the teachers. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Siam, now I'm done. You want to announce anything or any other formality?
Yes, there is some formalities.
Yeah, please.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir. Thank
Prof.
you for your presentation. Moshe sir would like to add something, or we can conclude?
Because I'm outside, I cannot add anything. Can you just allow our Vice Chancellor sir to say a few words?
Yes, sir. Our director of social media, Imu, will take the floor and he will announce everything for the upcoming sessions. And our
the presentation is very wonderful. We have other IT directors with us today, and we are really delighted. We would like to have more programs in coming days. And thank you very much for organizing all these events.
Yes, sir. From our IEOM student chapter, we would like to express our gratitude to our Professor Mazhar sir. I know that he was preparing for this session for last 3 weeks, and he prepared a wonderful slide and give a nice presentation for our students. And I would like to request Mazhar sir to, can you share some real example of the course to implement in this overleaf, and our student can get some ideas how to implement those codes.
Okay, sure. Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, just to show you, I have already shared this with all of you. Yeah, and I think the link was shared in the chat box as well, right? Yeah, anyway, all of you can access this
Yes,
now.
sir.
Yeah, and I'm seeing some of you, Nauroz, yeah, Shafayet, yeah, Fahim, they're already here. So in overleaf, okay, let me go out from this. In overleaf, you can start a new project. Yeah, in new project, then you see you have these templates. You select one of these templates. Suppose you want to deliver a presentation. Okay, go to presentation. Then you have tons of these templates. Our honorable VC sir was saying, yeah, when you start with a template, then it becomes really easy, and you will see tons. I mean, so many templates are here, and some of them are really very attractive. So you can start with one of these templates, yeah, and then you'll type at certain locations. Then it's quite straightforward. Yeah, quite straightforward. Okay, now regarding our thesis, let me visit the thesis template. Okay, I think the students, they will benefit more. In the thesis template, what I have shared with the AUST students, in the beginning, of course, you should have a document class, and for thesis, the document class is report. Then you will have to add bunch of packages. So many packages must be there, yeah, for different purposes. For example, for graphics, graphic X, this is for figure, yeah. PGF Gantt for Gantt chart, yeah. Then NatBib for managing citation. I mentioned that I am using NatBib, but Overleaf is suggesting bibliotech, so you can use bibliotech, no problem. Okay, AMS math to deal with the math related thing. TIGZ, you are using TIGZ, so you must include that in the package. So it's a programming environment. You can see it's a programming environment. So new plot is very powerful. Believe me, I mean, for managing plots, I mean, mind-boggling figures can be generated with new plot, even with animations. So you can embed new plot codes inside LaTeX. That's a very useful thing. And I have one example here in this thing. So in your thesis, usually, of course, you need a title page. So this title page, if I'm not mistaken, Tanvir, one of our students who passed graduate, I mean, he's one of the alumnus, he developed this. And simply what you'll have to do, let's say, here you can see first, second, third, student ID, student. So you'll have to go to that bracket and you'll have to write your name and student ID. You compile, automatically it will show up there. Yeah, let's say this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and then type the ID. Okay, I mean, a fictitious one. I can use a fictitious one. Yeah. Yeah, just to show you, I mean, how you work with LaTeX in Overleaf. So once you do this, and okay, title, see, you need to change the title of the project. Yeah, the title of the project, let's say wind turbine. Yeah, then I recompile, and then that's it. So in different places, it's a template, you change certain things, certain text, and it will be implemented in Overleaf. Yeah, it's not that challenging. Yeah, not that challenging. Yeah, so we are using the free package, free. See, wind turbine, and the names are already appearing here. Yeah, some of my students are here. I mean, তোমাদের মধ্যে আমার ছাত্র কেউ আছো যারা আমার আন্ডারে থিসিস করতেছে, কেউ আসছো? মানে তোমাদের অভিজ্ঞতাটা শেয়ার করতে পারো, সবাই জানলো। কেউ আসছো আমার ছাত্রদের? অনন্ত আসো না? হ্যাঁ, শারমিন আসো। আচ্ছা, শারমিন বলো, শারমিন কি শুরু করছো LaTeX-এ? ও 4.1-এ, শারমিন 4.1-এ। শারমিন বলো তোমার এক্সপেরিয়েন্স।
স্যার, LaTeX-এ করলে মানে সাইটেশন দেওয়া, তারপরে বিভিন্ন ধরনের গ্যান্ট চার্ট বানানো, সব ক্ষেত্রে অনেক ইজি হয়। নরমালি ডক ফাইলে করতে গেলে অনেক প্রবলেম ফেস করা লাগে। লেটেক্সে তখন ইজি হয়ে যায়।
এই যে দেখো শারমিন এই মাত্র শুরু করলো থিসিস, এখনই তার এই কমেন্ট। তো এটা তোমাদের কিছু লাইভ দেখাচ্ছে। অনন্ত, তোমার এক্সপিরিয়েন্স কি? অনন্ত তো আসছো, অনন্ত খুব সিরিয়াস
জি স্যার।
লেটেকের ব্যাপারে। হ্যাঁ বলো, তোমার অভিজ্ঞতা বলো।
খুব ইজি ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে স্যার, লাইব্রেরি ফাংশন গুলি খুব ইজি। এগুলি
হ্যাঁ
স্যার একটু যদি ওরা কেউ নেটে ঘাটাঘাটি করে
হ্যাঁ
খুব বেশি একটা সময় লাগে না।
আচ্ছা, থ্যাংক ইউ। তোমার অনন্ত খুব পছন্দ করে। অনন্ততে আমারই স্টুডেন্ট, ওরা ইএনএ মাইক্রোহাইড্রো প্রজেক্ট নিয়ে কাজ করতেছে, একটা এক্সাইটিং প্রজেক্ট নিয়ে কাজ করতেছে। ও লেটেকে খুব সুন্দর ইয়ে করতেছে। আর কেউ আছে আমার ছাত্রদের মধ্যে, ছাত্রছাত্রী কেউ আছো আর যারা শেয়ার করতে চাও এক্সপিরিয়েন্স? হ্যাঁ, অন্যরা উদ্বুদ্ধ হবে, মানে মোটিভেটেড হবে। আর কেউ আসছো?
ইয়েস স্যার।
হ্যাঁ নাহিদ বলো।
স্যার আমার মানে এক্সপিরিয়েন্স হলো, আমি যেটা বুঝতে পারছি সেটা হলো সবকিছু মানে টেমপ্লেটটা আমরা অ্যাভেলেবেল পেতে পারি আর কি ওয়েবসাইটে বা বিভিন্ন জায়গায়, যেটা আমাদের খুবই উপকার করে। আমি একটা টেবিল জেনারেট করব বা আমি একটা পিকচার অ্যাড করব, মানে আমাকে মানে আলাদাভাবে কোডিং যে করে নেওয়া লাগবে সব ক্ষেত্রে এমনটা না, আমি চাইলেই টেমপ্লেট ইজিলি পেয়ে যেতে পারি আর কি।
থ্যাংক ইউ রাজ, অনেক ধন্যবাদ। সি যে জিনিসটা আমি এখানে লেটেকে হয় যে দেখেন এই যে টেবিল অফ কন্টেন্ট, আমি আমার পিএইচডি এর সময় মাইক্রোসফট ওয়ার্ড ইউজ করছিলাম, একদম জান বের হয়ে যায়। পরে এমন একটা পর্যায়ে আসে যখন হাতে এন্টার করতে হয়, কিন্তু লেটেকে এটা অটোমেটিক্যালি, যে দেখেন টেবিল কন্টেন্ট এগুলি, লিস্ট অফ ফিগার্স, লিস্ট অফ টেবলস, সবকিছু অটোমেটিক্যালি জেনারেট হয়। তো আমার টেমপ্লেটে এগুলি দিয়ে দিচ্ছি। ইউজুয়ালি আমাদের থিসিসে আমরা কি চাই? ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড ইনফরমেশন দিবে, প্রবলেম স্টেটমেন্টস দিবে, অবজেক্টিভস দিবে। হ্যাঁ, একটা আমরা তো এখন ডিজাইনে এমফেসাইজ করছি, হ্যাঁ বেশি বেশি ক্যাপস্টন ডিজাইনে ওয়ার্কিং প্রিন্সিপাল দিবে প্রথম চ্যাপ্টারে, বিভিন্ন চ্যাপ্টারের স্কোপস দিবে, এইভাবে সবকিছু এখানে দেয়া। একটা ফিগার কিভাবে দিবে, এগুলি সব টেমপ্লেটের মধ্যে দেয়া। এগুলি নিয়ে করলে বেশি সমস্যা হবে না। যেমন কিছু কিছু জিনিস তো খুব কমন, লিটারেচার রিভিউয়ের ডিফারেন্ট সেকশন, জাস্ট সেকশন কমেন্ট দিলেই কিন্তু চলে আসে, সেকশনগুলি তৈরি হয়ে যায়। তারপর মেথোডোলজির আমি টিপিক্যাল স্টেপগুলি আমি দিয়ে দিয়েছি, কেউ চাইলে এগুলি চেঞ্জ করে নিতে পারে। এরকম অ্যাট্রাকটিভ গ্রাফিক্স গুলি তারা ইউজ করতে পারে, এই টেমপ্লেটে দেওয়া আছে। তারপর ইউজুয়ালি আমরা তো সিমুলেশন টুল ইউজ করি, সিমুলেশন টুল ইউজ করলে ভ্যালিডেশন করতে হয় অবভিয়াসলি। সেই ভ্যালিডেশনের জন্য আমি একটা নিউ প্লটের, এটা কিন্তু নিউ প্লটে করা, এবং আমি যেটা বললাম নিউ প্লট ইজ ভেরি পাওয়ারফুল, মানে প্রফেশনাল কোয়ালিটি সাইন। আমি জানি অনেকে টেক প্লট জানেন, টেক প্লট ইজ ভেরি পাওয়ারফুল, কিন্তু আমার মনে হয় টেক প্লটের একটা ভালো ফ্রিলি অ্যাভেলেবল সাবস্টিটিউট হচ্ছে নিউ প্লট, যেটা এখানে লেটেকের মধ্যে একদম এমবেড করে দেওয়া যায়। হ্যাঁ, নাইসলি এমবেড করে দেওয়া যায়। এই যে এখানে দুইটা ডেটা ফাইল থেকে সে এটা জেনারেট করে দিচ্ছে অটোমেটিক্যালি। হ্যাঁ, আমি এখানে এই টেমপ্লেটের মধ্যে ওগুলি দিয়ে দিচ্ছি। এই যে এই কোডিংটা, এই কোডিংটা দিয়েই এই গ্রাফটা আঁকা হয়েছে, এই কোডিংটা দিয়ে। এটা এই নিউ প্লট দিয়ে করা আর কি। তো আমি বলবো যে ছাত্ররা, তারা আমাদের থেকে, আমি যেটা দেখছি আমার ছাত্রদেরকে আমি ইন্ট্রোডিউস করছি, তারা পরে দেখা গেল আমাকে শিখাইছে। অনেস্টলি ওদের কাছ থেকে শিখছি অনেক কিছু আমি। সো ওরা খুব ফাস্ট লার্নার, ওদের কি জাস্ট একটু দেখাই দিলে, যারা এখানে থিসিস অ্যাডভাইজার বা সুপারভাইজার আছেন, আমি স্ট্রংলি রেকমেন্ড করবো জাস্ট বলেন ছাত্রদের একটু ইন্ট্রোডিউস করে দেন, দেখবেন। আমি দেখছি অনেক সময় অনেক প্যাকেজ আমি জানতাম না, আমার ছাত্ররা সেগুলি বের করে আমাকে দেখাইছে, আমি তাদের কাছ থেকে শিখছি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ। তো এই আর কি। সায়েম আর কিছু?
না স্যার, ঠিক আছে। আশা করি আমাদের স্টুডেন্টরা এই টেমপ্লেট গুলো শেয়ার করা তো আছেই।
হ্যাঁ, এগুলো শেয়ার করা হয়েছে অলরেডি। হ্যাঁ,
এখান থেকে দেখে ওরা হয়তো বাকিটা দেখে নেবে। আচ্ছা, ইমু কি আছো? হ্যালো।
Thank you so much, Honorable Professor Dr. Mazharul Islam sir, for your amazing presentation on the workshop LaTeX for Academic Communications, and we got to know the important prospects of LaTeX and the basic diagram and plot charts and all that. So thank you so much, and I would like to request our VC sir and our chief guest, Professor Dr. Mohammad Fazli Ilahi sir, to share his few words regarding this workshop.
বিসি স্যার কি আছেন না চলে গেছেন? স্যার তো অলরেডি একবার বলেছেন, তো আমি জানি না হয়তো।
মাঝার ভাই বিসি স্যার চলে গেছে।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, বিসি স্যার আসলে অলরেডি তো বলেছে, স্যারের তো অনেক মিটিং থাকে, আরেকটা মিটিং এ চলে গেছে স্যার। হ্যাঁ ইমো আসলে স্যার আর অ্যাভেলেবল না আর কি।
আমি তো একটু বাইরে আছি, একটু নয়েজ, বাট আই ক্যান টক ফিউ ওয়ার্ডস।
হ্যাঁ আপনি বলে শেষ করে দেন তাহলে।
Thank you very much, the organizer and the participants today, particularly during the busy time. And I was actually, amazed by the presentation, which is actually required by many of our students, not only in Ahsanullah University, but other universities in Bangladesh as well. So, which I mentioned at the beginning, the writing and preparing documentation and presentation, which I also mentioned by our Vice Chancellor. And I would like to thank that what Professor Mazhar did actually, he gave a wide range of resources. So you got the choice, which one you can use. And he also provided information. These information will be available, I think, in our IQC director website. If I'm not wrong, will be there as well, and I have site website as well. And if you need further information, please communicate Professor Mazhar, also the society. We are here to help you. And I would like to thank Sam and his team doing the work, and we look forward to have further, the support from Dr. Mazhar and other colleagues. So actually, he was here today, and Professor Ahadali, and other team members from Bangladesh and outside of Bangladesh. And thank you very much, and we look forward to a further meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Fine.
much, sir. Fine, sir. So আমরা এন্ড করতে পারি আমাদের আজকের ওয়ার্কশপ।
ঠিক আছে স্যার, মাজার স্যারকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ। মাজার স্যার আসলে গত কয়েক সপ্তাহ জুড়ে এই সেশনটার জন্য অনেক কষ্ট করছেন, এবং স্যার কন্টিনিউয়াসলি আমার সাথে কমিউনিকেট করছেন যে কিভাবে কি করলে আমাদের স্টুডেন্টদের জন্য বেটার হবে বুঝতে। তো স্যার আসলে অনেক বড় একটা লিঙ্ক ক্রিয়েট করছেন আমাদের জন্য, এবং অনেকগুলো টেমপ্লেট দিয়ে দিয়েছেন। তো ওই টেমপ্লেট গুলো আমরা সবার সাথে শেয়ার করে দেবো, এবং মিটিং এর যে রেকর্ডেড সেশন এটা আমরা সবাইকে ইমেল করে দেবো। এবং মাজার স্যারকে আমাদের IEOM সোসাইটি অস্ট স্টুডেন্ট চ্যাপ্টারের পক্ষ থেকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ এই সময়টা দেওয়ার জন্য, এবং we are really grateful to you, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you all for attending this webinar. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum. Sam, is there any guest here now?
No, sir.
Okay, we will provide the guest in separate occasion.
Yes, sir.
Some other.
Our physical session.